Hello everyone, how you doing? I hope you're having a fabulous Sabbath, great Friday. And my name is Kevin Payne, aka A Real Campaign, aka the Urban Griot, the Truth in the Boot. And I'm the heavyweight champ of spoken word. And my goal is to bring relevancy to spoken word art. And my goal is to be an aid in the cessation of senseless gun violence. If you do know some part of my story, or if not for somebody who may never heard of me, I'd like to tell you that I am a victimizer. I shot a sheriff's deputy in 1999, and I went to prison. I served 11 years for that, and I returned home and I tried to go hide in obscurity, but God has spared my life. I understand that. And no matter how I tried to go and live my life, I kept coming back to the fact that my life was owned and owed to someone or something else. And that is the truth of what happened in my life. It needed to be told. And I owe the responsibility to my victims, because it's actually more than one, who I tried to destroy. Owe responsibility to humanity to try to help heal some of the hurt that I have done and others have done. And I think it's the idea of being on the planet to continue to get better and to break through barriers that's been set there before humanity. Who set those barriers there? I can't speak about the unseen hand, not today. But the mission and purpose and focus and goal of today is our health, mental health, spiritual health in America and around the globe. The recent news headlines have been very troubling in the last 3 days. The first day it was a set of parents that beat a child to death with furniture implements, a 1-year-old. And same day it was a 11-year-old girl almost abducted by a man with a knife. He was going to abduct her, kill her, one or the other. And then the very next day, a 1-year-old heart was ripped out and partially eaten by a crazed man. The times we living in today, oh my God, heaven help us. And that's a spoken word piece that I put out a couple of days ago. And I hope that it is very significant and impactful in somebody's life to understand that we need to all be praying for heaven to help us. We are going through a time such as never been since the dawn of humanity. And me and another artist debated, is it more occurrences of violent evil acts, or is it just more reported? But I can tell you that the headlines we read today, I've never read or heard of those headlines, even in Holocaust type of situations. So what I want to do is be a part of the solution for the problem that we have in America. I, as a spoken word artist, have something unique to say to young men. Not that I've ever killed anyone, but I lived for a time on death row. And the men on death row, somehow they understood that I was going home one day. And they told me, tell the little brothers this, tell the little brothers that. Love them like nobody ever loved me, or give them a chance like I never had a chance. Nobody ever cared for me. Nobody ever loved me. And so I came home from the prison setting, and I tried to adjust, and I tried to hide this thing that had occurred in my life. And I wanted to be obscure, and I went and drove a truck all over the country, almost 1 million miles, almost 10 years. And I couldn't. I mean, no matter what, I just kept coming back to, you gotta tell them, you gotta tell them, you gotta tell them, you gotta share with them, you gotta let them know. See, it's the thing about the culture, everybody wants to appear in their best light at all times. And I understand that idea. I get that notion, and that's okay if that's the way they want to be. It's not about right or wrong today. But I have to appear in my true colors. And I have a contribution to humanity through my spoken word art. I have something unique to say. It's not many people who can tell you what it was like to come back from officer involved or officer related shooting. It was a very difficult experience. And only through the grace and mercy of God could I made it. I wouldn't even call my own toughness into question. It is just the grace and mercy of God that helped me get through it. And I have something to give the young men, and I intend to give it to them. And so what I'm doing is I'm announcing my inaugural Love Wins campaign. And I really just, minute to minute, I've been debating about it for a couple of weeks. And today I decided that I'm going to drop everything. I live here in Northwest Tennessee, and I'm going to get a van and or a RV, and I'm going to tour the country doing spoken word art and selling free. Love wins. Love wins, that's what God gave me. It was 2019. I was on I-40, almost to Nashville, and a little pink car drove by with love wrote on the side in red letters. And God spoke to me. It was one of the few communications I got directly from God. And he said, Kim, you see that? He said, love wins. And I said, wow, love wins, man, that is deep. And I've been meditating on that, and I've been working on that. Hey, life's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy. But I keep getting up, and I keep dusting myself off, and I keep praying, and I keep asking God to show me the way. And this is something that God has put on my plate, to get in a vehicle. And the same way I drove around the country in a semi-tractor. I've been to all the lower 48 states. I'm going back. And I'm taking Love Wins with me. And I'm taking Memphis, Orange Mountain, Tennessee with me. It's the people that I've met all over the country, all over the world, my family and friends, that I want to share with other people, because in my spoken word art, in my spoken word stories, all the critical, pivotal people, all the pillars of the community, and the strong men, and also are the archetypal bad guys there in the poetry. And it's not just a narcissistic dribble. There's a method to my madness, and what I'm going to do is propagate love on my Love Wins campaign. And I'm hopeful. I'm going to take donations, and I want to give out white t-shirts to young at-risk men, or young men, period, all over America. It's the white tee RV. That's when they see the white tee RV, when it wrote on the side, Love Wins. You know, we see the young men, we're going to pop right down on them. I'm going to do some spoken word art with them. I'm going to share from my own life. I'll take and retrieve questions. And this is all part of a greater goal. This is all part of a greater good. Help to make the world we live in today a better place. And I put out a piece today, and it is about a flimp. And if anybody don't know, it sounds kind of like pimp, it's flimp. But a flimp is a false line manhood paradigm, kind of like a pimp is, like a fake created thing. A false line manhood paradigm is something that I believe caused me to go astray. It caused me to think differently. It caused me, as a young person, to accept something was true about manhood, like killing, like shooting, being tough, fighting, doing whatever it takes to make it. I thought these were concrete foundational pillars of what a black man is or was. It was all a lie. Where did I learn it from? I learned it from the school ground. I learned it from the playground. I learned it from the athletic events that occurred in the school system and what have you. I went to church too, hey. But these flips, false line manhood paradigms, have eased into our culture, and it has taught our young people to be something that we are not, and something that we do not even believe in. They don't even believe in it either. They just came to earth and they found it here. And it's debatable how these how these falsehoods came to be accepted as truths in our minds. But the one certain fact is, are killing our children are being killed and dying at an astronomical rate in America and around the world. I want to do something about it. And so I want to ask you personally, whoever you are, Facebook friend, Instagram friend, TikTok or Twitter, I want to ask you, would you contribute to this campaign and help me to go around these lower 48 United States, many cities I can hit within each state, and share this unique and I want to go around America and share this spoken word art, change the hearts and minds of people, inspire hope, love, faith, courage, resiliency, being determined, locked down in your situation, and trusting God for the answers. Thank you very much for perusing the material, for sharing and spreading it along. Please, if you can think of somebody, please, if you can think of a young person, share it to them. Let them listen to it. It's there for the young men, and it is the core central issues that are causing unnecessary deaths today. And it is the core central issues that are causing unnecessary deaths today. I want to tell you, if anybody haven't told you today, I love you. Man, God bless you. Hey, it's not an easy fight. We down here on this earth, grinding it out. And we're trying to keep hope and love alive. And through the Love Wins campaign and the YTRV, I'm going to do my part to spread love, to spread hope, strength, encouragement, and blessing. Man, God bless you.